Are you sick of situationships and dating that doesn't go anywhere? And you want to know when your next serious long-term relationship is? This is a psychic reading for you. Speaking of situationships, if you guys are dealing with a situationship, an emotionally unavailable person, and you're dying to know the answer of how they feel about you and why they're acting this way, contact a psychic on Psychic Source. Thank you, Psychic Source, for sponsoring today's video. Psychic Source is an online psychic platform that connects you with so many talented psychic readers that are online right now waiting to help give clarity on what's going on in your life. I use Psychic Source because sometimes I need someone to talk to, man. Like I crash out every other day. I'm gonna be honest with you. And these crash outs are anything to do with my love life. Why isn't love coming in? What's blocking me from finding love? Or just in general, sometimes I get really depressed and sad about transitioning from my 20s to my 30s, and I feel really confused, honestly. And so whenever I feel totally alone and I have no one to talk to, I call up a psychic on Psychic Source, and all the time when I call them crashing out, crying, upset, anxious, I always leave the phone call feeling heard, understood, listened to by the universe, and I feel a little less alone. It's kind of like talking to a really good friend that also has psychic insights and can give you the answers. As Lana, the queen herself, says, I talk to Jesus, yes, but I still call up psychics when I need advice. And Psychic Source is the oldest online psychic service, and their psychics are extremely vetted. They don't accept every psychic that applies for their site. They only accept about 2% of the psychics that apply. So you know every psychic on Psychic Source actually has the gift. And I can say firsthand, I've used pretty much every psychic on Psychic Source, and all of them do have a gift. They've all been extremely accurate. Now, I always want to hook you guys up with a deal. I'm giving you a spiritual blessing, but I want to hook you up with something you can feel right now. And Psychic Source is offering 40 minutes of a psychic reading for only $19.80. You cannot get those prices anywhere. And if you've been to a psychic, you know what I'm talking about. They can get very pricey, but you'll get 40 full minutes for only $19.80 if you use my link and my code, which only you guys who are watching are seeing. If you want a 40-minute psychic reading for $19.80, it's right here. And also the link is in the pinned comment as well as the description. Guys, stop crying alone because you don't have any friends and no support system. Call up a psychic on Psychic Source, because unlike those people, they're going to be able to help you. And like I said, because you guys sat through this, I casted a spell for you that all blocks are lifted from you finding love, and within 3 months, there should be something exciting happening in your love life. See you later, witches. So we're doing things a little differently today. I brought cookies into the office today, and I want to share them with you. So what I need you to do is pick one of the 3 cookies. The first cookie is going to be this chocolate chip traditional cookie, very ooey gooey, big chocolate chip. The second option is, I think it's called birthday cake milkshake, and it has the rainbow sprinkles and the little dollop on top. The third option is this fudgy dark chocolate cookie. So whichever one looks the most delicious to you. I know some of you guys, you're like, none of this looks delicious to me because I'm on Ozempic or semaglutide or whatever, but just pretend, like, remember when you were a fat kid. And which one would your inner fat kid like just grab right now? That's the one you're supposed to listen to. And that's the one that's going to show you who your next long-term relationship is going to be with, and all of that stuff, all of the details. Once again, number 1 is the chocolate chip cookie. Number 2 is the birthday cake milkshake. And number 3 is the triple chocolate cookie. So the timestamps are located, once you pick a cookie, the timestamps are located down below in the pinned comment and description. And click the timestamp next to your chosen option, and it will take you right to your psychic reading. Whatever cookie looks the most delicious to you. Let's go ahead and pick it. Okay, we are about to get started. So if you need more time, be sure to pause that video. Hi, group number one. What's good? Okay, so this is for the chocolate chip cookie. Yum, nom, 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 nom. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, group one. So who's your soulmate going to be? So when I was doing this, I actually laughed a little bit because I was like, the messages that are coming through right now are so wild and so crazy that your next relationship is going to be with an old sugar daddy. Look at those cards. Do not tell me those cards don't look like an old sugar daddy with all of his gold watches and his fancy. That looks like an old sugar daddy. And these are the cards that came out. You can have whatever you like. Treat you so special, so nice. You can have whatever you like. See, I like to show you what cards I get. Professional Anita. Okay. I like to show you what cards I get because I feel like you guys can see how I'm making these connections intuitively so you'd understand. Like, I like teaching tarot on the low, but I don't want to make a course because it doesn't feel fun. So I'm like, eh. But, yeah, if you guys are into tarot, tell me that doesn't look like an old sugar daddy. And for those of you guys who read tarot, what do you think this looks like? And also, the next person you're going to date next, they're going to make money through death. I felt that with the vulture and the gold because vultures, they eat dead things, right? Vultures symbolically, they eat dead things, and gold. I think they're going to be a funeral director. I just feel it. Or like a funeral director, or they make money through death. Like they sell weapons that fund wars. They could exterminate things. Like their job involves gruesome, gory, dead things. Could even mean investigating bodies, like crime scene, like gory shit. They deal with it and they make money dealing with it. Crime scene cleanup. But whatever they're doing is giving them a lot of money. It's very profitable, as I see with the gold. You're definitely going to be the attractive one in the relationship because these two cards represent your energy. So if you think you're chopped, this reading is not for you. But even if you think you're chopped, you're probably not, because I'm getting Harley Quinn. Some of you guys could have been told you look like Margot Robbie, or maybe you guys have like that cute cosplay. Like maybe if you don't naturally have blonde hair, you wear blonde wigs and you have like these big anime eyes. You might have listened to anime. I'm getting someone here. If that's not you, just it's still for you, where you guys have a natural, like something alluring about you. And believe it or not, group one, you actually have a lot of people that have a hard time getting over you. And I know you might not believe me because you're like, where are the texts then? Where are the calls? Why aren't they coming back during Mercury retrograde? People have egos. We're all listening to stupid podcasts and dating coaches in this generation. Thanks to TikTok and Instagram Reels. We're all listening to very toxic dating coaches. Women are listening to Shira 7, and the men are listening to the toxic dating coaches that are like, treat her like a bitch, you know? So YouTube has actually been getting on my ass recently. So I'm gonna like try to like, but like YouTube, you know, I've like been working here for so many years. You know, I love YouTube. I'm just evolving and growing as a human. I'm sorry it wasn't the same as I was 7 years ago. I'm evolving, hopefully for the better, but we don't know. So, you know, we're all listening to toxic advice online. We're all listening to toxic advice online. And you think, oh, there's no way guys do it too. Yeah, they do. And so they're getting this advice of don't reach out, don't reach out. But meanwhile, they're listening to it because they're swimming in regret. These men are swimming in regret. They don't reach out anymore during Mercury retrograde. They got hip. They have their toxic dating coaches. They have Andrew Tate. They have toxic male dating coaches telling them how to deal with women, and they're all saying don't reach out to her, you know, make her chase. Meanwhile, you're being told to make him chase, so no one's going after each other because we're all in our egos. We're all like listening to our gender side of the podcast and advice. So they're probably getting bad advice and they're listening to it. And it's like, even though they want to reach out, they're sorry. And I don't think you should reach out to them either, because you don't want to be the one that lets down your pride. You want to be with someone who will surrender their pride to you, because you can be trusted with such power. Or can you? Okay, my VPD girls. So listen, I feel like you have people that meant it when you said that they knew you meant it when you said it was over, and they don't want to disrespect you by coming back. But you do have someone from the past who's having a really hard time getting over you. Could have been a marriage that ended, a long-term relationship that felt like a marriage even though you guys weren't married. That kind of closeness. Not like, I wasn't really getting, it could be a situationship, could have been a short-term fling, but it was more like something that felt like a marriage for when you two were together. They're having a hard time getting over you. They still hang on to you as that one that got away, the one life was supposed to be with. It might not be the ex that you want, but yeah, that someone there is feeling that way about you. Now, how you can bring this in sooner. Okay, let's get to the timing of when you're going to meet your old sugar daddy who's telling you like, I'm not going to go there though today. You can have whatever you like. Oh, I wish someone else saying that. But anyway, your old sugar daddy saying, you can have whatever you like. And I'm seeing a trophy here on 2 cards. I see a trophy here in this card in your person's side. And then I'm also seeing you as being highlighted in the trophy. This is why I feel like you wear blonde wigs, you dye your hair blonde, or you have naturally blonde hair. I'm also getting at one point you had pink, blue hair. Maybe not anymore, but you wear pink, blue wigs or streaks, but I'm specifically seeing you recently have blue streaks in your hair. I'm seeing you hold the trophy because you are the trophy. Girl, your destiny, or guy. You could be a guy who's model attractive, or you looks max to be model attractive. What's coming next for you in a long-term relationship is you're going to be the pretty one. This is you. You're going to be dating an old sugar daddy who's going to spoil the crap out of you and be... I really feel a lot older than you and wealthier than you. And they're going to view you as this trophy because they're like, I can't believe I scored this beautiful, hot, young thing. And I feel you guys are going to, on your first link up, you guys are going to like to drink together a lot. If you're an AA, take this thing out. But it feels like you guys are going to drink a lot together. And I don't blame you. Especially if you're dealing with an old sugar daddy and you're not really attracted to him, but he has a good personality. I don't blame you for drinking so much. But it looks like you guys are going to drink a lot together. And I'm seeing you guys go home together after a night at the bar. And it doesn't end up just being one night. It's like a multiple night thing. I'm seeing this energy of you guys going and meeting at a bar and then going home together, and it ends up being a long-term relationship. What's your relationship going to be like? What's your relationship going to be like together? I got this millennial deck. What's your relationship going to be like together? You guys might even start a family together, honestly. This family card. You guys are going to hang out with each other's families a lot. I get that. Like, you're going to be going to their family functions a lot. They're going to be going to your family functions a lot. You guys could start your own family, but it's going to be a very family-oriented relationship where you start hanging out with like your families more together as a couple. And they're going to take care of your student loans or even buy you something really expensive. That's what I feel. And I also, oh gosh, I also heard they're going to buy your family expensive shit too. That's what I saw with student loans and family. Like they might buy your mom a car or a house. Cause like I said, your old sugar daddy be loaded. Also, I want to tell you something. You guys have a really beautiful singing voice, but you don't like to share it because you're so embarrassed and ashamed of it. So you guys might like to sing in private or do covers or do karaoke in private, but you hate singing in front of people and you hate posting covers even though you love singing because you feel like your voice is inherently shameful or not good. Because growing up, you were told kind of to just shut up and be quiet, and you were loved most when you were quiet and your loud expression wasn't so you guys might have a tendency even to dress boring. I'm going to just be honest, group number 1. I'm hearing the name Chloe. You guys might have a tendency to dress boring. I'm hearing the name Camry, Chloe, K names, K or C names. So you guys might have a tendency to dress boring as well, where you don't wear bright colors, or you tone yourself down to not be too unique or original because you don't want to stand out, garner attention, or have people think, who does she think she is? Or she's trying too hard. You don't want that. So you don't really allow yourself to energetically shine. And this person is going to come at a time where you kind of are more lax on those rules. You might start singing a little more, speaking your mind, telling jokes, allowing yourself to take up more energetic space, because you guys do have a tendency to have throat chakra blockages as well. You guys could have been called quiet or easygoing or mellow in personality, very chill and laid back, but it's only because you're muting your personality, because that's what you think will get you the most love. So work on that throat chakra, open that throat chakra. For me to attract love, I had to open up my heart chakra. That's why I have like a heart light right there and like a heart thing. For me, what was blocking my love blockage was my heart chakra blockage, because in order to get to the higher chakras, you have to go through your heart. So I had to open that up to attract love. So I feel like for you, it's your throat, like just really understanding you have a beautiful voice. People would love to hear your covers. People would love to hear your original take on different music, or just singing in karaoke and not cringing at yourself. Stop cringing at yourself. You know what? Never cringe at yourself. Hype yourself up. Like, girl, fuck yeah, you're freaking iconic, fashion icon. Like, yes, girl, never be the one to judge yourself. So this person's going to come at a time where you have a large group of friends. I'm getting that, guys. And you're also going to be going through a positive shift in your life. This person is going to come at a time where you're hearing really good news. Life is looking up for you. You keep hitting your accomplishments. They're going to be coming during a lucky season of your life that's filled with connections, friends, promotions, and luck. So if you're not in that current vibration, you need to fix that, because that's the only way love is going to come in. Get in that vibration of that person who has a lot of friends, is popular, and is lucky. And you're going to see love with this old sugar daddy shortly follows, because we are in control of our destinies. So if we want our material to change, we have to heal our mind. So if you're reaching bad luck, shit's hitting the fan, shit sucks, change your mindset. You are manifesting, especially guys, if there's not health issues going on, there's not deaths going on, you're just suffering for the sake of ruminating on your own misery about what did or didn't happen, and you're isolating and all that. Change your mind, change your mental, and your reality will quickly shift into what I'm speaking of that will attract this next long-term relationship. These YouTube videos, man, follow me on Instagram. I have channeled messages on there all the time that come from the heart, that are quick. And also join my Patreon for $11 a month. You get 4 psychic readings like this a month, and I coach you through every life problem you could have for so much cheaper than any psychic service you will use. Other psychic services, you'll spend $200 easily on 1 or 2 readings. This one is $11 for 4 videos that are only on my Patreon a month that go from how do they feel about me? Why is this happening in my life? Why am I suffering? How can I change my life? What's the next blessing? All of those things are on my Patreon for only $11 a month. Link is in the pinned comment and description. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you later.
Group number 2, the birthday cake milkshake with the sprinkles. This is going to be your reading.
Group number 2, what if I told you that God has sent you in people's lives to be the proof against their own negative beliefs? Because I feel like you guys have, you were like, maybe I am a starseed. But a part of you was like, no, girl, no, that's crazy. That's Delulu. Okay, that was fun to research. Dolores Cannon, this, that, third, looking up spiritual YouTubers. When you're like, I don't know about all that. Because you're not like on a lot of drugs. You're not like on a lot of ayahuasca. I mean, maybe at one point you were like, yeah, self-exploration. But I feel like you're the type that is open-minded to that stuff, right? But you're also very grounded. Yeah, maybe you did mushrooms once, but otherwise pretty grounded. So I feel like you don't. I think you do need to know, though, you do have a spiritual purpose on this earth. And before we get into your soulmate, I just felt this channel coming through, so I'm not going to stop it. It's what's coming through. We're going to get to that, but here's a bonus message. Okay. It feels like you have a spiritual purpose on this life as a light bringer and a light worker. And you really are brought into people's lives to be the good in their lives. What if I told you the reason why good things don't happen to you sometimes is because you are the good thing that happens to people. You are the good thing that happens to people. So I feel like you have a spiritual purpose here on earth because you are meant to prove people's negative beliefs wrong. For instance, let's say you have a friend and your friend has this belief, because remember, your beliefs manifest your reality. But your star brother in Christ, whatever, has this belief that nobody likes me and no one wants to be my friend because they grew up being kind of the nerdy loser kid. So they developed a belief, no one cool likes me. I'm not accepted anywhere. No one wants to be my friend. And then here you come and you see something cool about this dude, and you're like, sure, buddy, I'll go ahead and be your friend because I like you, and I think you're cool, and I vibe with you. And they're actually a cool, awesome person. They're not a weirdo. They're a cool person. You're like, what? No one's ever wanted to be my friend. No one has ever accepted me. No one has ever saw me as cool, and now this cool person wants to be my friend because you come in and change people's negative beliefs by proving to them their negative beliefs about themselves are wrong and they're just based on past experiences that no longer exist. So you literally come in to prove someone's negative beliefs about themselves and lives wrong, so you can help change that belief into something positive. Like, people tend to like me. Hey, I got something cool about me. And then they manifest more of what it is you showed them. Because you saw past their nervous system that kept manifesting rejection. You saw past their nervous system psychically that was manifesting rejection, and you're like, I'm going to prove that person wrong about themselves because you're able to subconsciously see people's true beliefs. You are able to see people's true beliefs just by looking at them. Like, oh, that girl really believes she's ugly. Oh, that girl really believes she's not deserving of love. Oh, that girl really thinks that people don't like her and everyone hates her. You can psychically pick up on people's beliefs, because remember, our beliefs manifest our reality. You have the psychic ability where you can look at people and know their beliefs, and you have this compulsive urge. This is where the healer side of you steps in, because your psychic side is seeing what's manifesting people's negative reality. And your healer side goes, I'm going to change it by proving them wrong about themselves. And that's how you interact your light. Because look, this is the card that represents you. What really drew me to this card was this Brian. Ooh, I got Bryant and Brian. Maybe some of you guys are named Brian or Brian. Or someone like that could be thinking of you right now. Shit. Okay. Could be your future soulmate. Also, the light that I'm seeing here, it's like shining brightly. It's shining brightly, girl. That's you. You shine in people's dark and you turn darkness positive. And that's why you are important on this planet, because you don't just have this psychic ability and do nothing about it. You see things and you help heal it. And this goes with you with celebrities as well. You'll have a feeling about someone and you'll be like, that person is a bad person, dude. I do not get good vibes from them. And then a month later, it'll come out that they were involved in some sex incident and took no accountability. Like, you just know things about people's character just by watching them talk once. It's like you're the FBI, like AI. You can scan little facial movements and just know someone's character. And when you realize that gift, I think that's when around this time you're going to meet your soulmate. Because I don't think that you guys have fully realized this gift that you have. And it's kind of sad that a lot of you guys are so gifted spiritually, but you're so numbed out to your own self and you're so numbed out to your body because of all the unhealed trauma. Your nervous system is clenched tight. You space out, you disassociate, you watch YouTube, you go on TikTok, you drink, you get high, you smoke cigarettes, and you literally just live in chemical land and not in your body. And if you do feel your body sometimes, it sends you into a huge chaotic spiral of, oh yeah, something bad's going on with my body. But what if I told you, if you stopped numbing yourself out and you healed your nervous system, you would be able to feel your body and it would increase your gifts times 5. And you would be able to feel these gifts that I'm talking about that's in your body. You feel things in your bones before they come. You feel things in your bones when something's off. You feel things in your bones. And if you were to get out into your body, and the best way for you to do that is through sports. Around the time this person comes, I'm going to stop yelling at you now. Around the time this person comes, I feel like they are going to come at a time when you're being really active. Like, you are really just like getting your body fit, getting in your body by getting your body fit, eating healthy, working out, spending time in the sun, walking, and all of that stuff has a cringe. You know, I'm very rock and roll, riot girl, star girl, like rock and roll, hell yeah, you know, like badass, you know, like that's how I am. But so when I think of clean girl lifestyle, I gag, like, ugh, green matchas, ugly Lululemons, self-righteous post on Instagram about how many workouts and what healthy shit you ate. Ugh, like I gag. But you have to remember, you are a whole star. You're a whole personality. You bring your personality to events. You don't let the event shape your personality. So you can still be this badass rock and roll or this badass gangster or this badass whatever you are. And city girl even. You can still be like this prissy city girl who likes the mall and likes the nails and doesn't like nature. Okay? And still bring your ass out for a hike and bring that city girl bitch with you because it's healthy for you. And you can't live your life because of a certain aesthetic when you need these things to be alive and function. So bring that like Paris Hilton girl outside because we need our vitamin D. Ew, bugs. But hell yeah. Like, we're going to be, you know, we're pretending it's the mall. Ugh, this sucks. But vitamin D is so sexy, right? Or if you're like me, this is giving like 40s and old, but hell yeah, rock and roll. I'm going to bring a little shot in my purse as like a walk back reward, or, whatever makes me feel like a little badass. So I think it's going to come at a time when you're doing that and you're really just like, I don't really, I'm getting a lot of beach house, getting a lot of that, beach house by the beach, running by the beach, working out, all that stuff. Anyway, I think the person you're going to be in a long-term relationship with next, remember, this is what the cards are saying. Okay? This is not so much channeled. This is what the cards are saying. I feel like it's going to be someone from the past with reconciliation. And it's like this feeling of being reunited from someone that you already know of in your past, whether you guys were just friends or like whether it's like you know them from your childhood, you know them from your hometown, you know them from way back in the day, like high school. And with Facebook connecting everyone unnecessarily, I don't want to see the person I went to problem school with 15 years ago. I don't want to see that person. I haven't been in that contact with that person in 15 years. Why am I seeing their Facebook? It's weird. You want to know why I don't have Facebook? It's because of that. No offense, Facebook. I do not want to be connected with those people. Thank you. Like, God forbid. Like, you can't. So some of us just want a clean start. Okay. So yeah, it feels like something like that, where it's like, oh, that's that so-and-so from like 15 years ago I saw on Facebook just pop up. Or it's like you run into them again and they're a little different. When did you get hot? I'm hearing by Sabrina Carpenter. When did you get hot? That's how you'll feel about this person. When did you get hot? When did you get hot? When did you get hot all of a sudden? I can look you up and down all day. It's a great album. Guys. I don't know why I've been getting aggressive. I'm going to fight you. Yeah, so it's like, and also I heard you're going to take amazing engagement and wedding photos. I'm getting like yes, I do feel like your next long-term relationship is going to be, it's giving very millennial core, like fall of 2010 Instagram. And I feel like, one thing about this person is they're going to be introverted. I wouldn't be surprised if they work from home. Or I was shaking my head as I said that, so maybe my body knows something I don't. There's someone who is not easy to get to know. They come off at first as kind of shy and reserved, as I see with the oyster. Very shy, very reserved, very standoffish. But then when they open up and you get to know them, their personality is amazing. So first impression, you're going to be like, oh, this person's kind of shy. This person's kind of like standoffish and like quiet, or what's wrong with them? But then you're going to get to know them and you're going to realize there's this huge different personality you did not even expect. Like, you're like, whoa, I never thought your personality would be like this. I never thought that's who you were inside. When I saw you, I just thought you were just this quiet, brooding, weird person. But then you open up and you're actually super funny and vibrant and have this great personality. So that's going to shock you. And we have this work-life balance. They're going to be a very balanced person, dude. You're going to choose the safe person, the one who makes you feel at peace, the one who is the safe option, and the one who makes you feel at home. At the end of the day, ultimately, that's what you're going to choose, because I don't think you're in group number one's phase where you're looking for kind of like scandalous, like romance. You're more looking for someone you can have a daily peaceful life with. Like, wake up, go grocery shopping, cook together, go to bed. Like a very routine, stable life. That's what your soul, your body really wants. Not like the exciting, passionate, like rock star. No, you're like, no, I just need someone I can live daily life with, who We're going to just live together in the house and have company and like make life more pleasurable. That's what you're looking for. That is what you're going to get. And I am seeing someone you already know or already know of. Take with that what you will. That's what the cards say. But I felt the first part channeled. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like that, I have 4 Patreon videos just like this one that I post per month, 4 per month for only $11. And I have over 200 pick-a-cards that are only on Patreon there if you join for $11. So check that out. Link is in the pinned comment as well as the description. I'll see you guys later. Hey, what's up? Group number 3 for all of you who chose the double chocolate. Oh, it looks way too chocolatey for me. I'm going to be honest. It looks way too chocolatey for me. So group 3, your next long-term partner. It's funny because I'm kind of getting like a vibe from you where you're one of those people who are like, I don't have a passion. I don't know what my one true life purpose is. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I kind of like, sometimes I do this, sometimes I do that. Sometimes, you know, you're kind of just like a chill person who lives. And I know you probably don't see that about yourself because you're so in yourself. You don't, other people like look at you. Like if I were your friend and we met at the Barnes and Noble, I don't know why I'm seeing the Barnes and Noble. Or like a bookstore, and I were to just meet you at the bookstore, I would look at you and be like, you're a very chill person. You'll be like, yeah, I'm kind of just doing this, and then I'm kind of just doing whatever. I'm trying to like imitate the energy I'm feeling. It's funny. You know, sometimes when I on my channel talk about purpose, you might be like, I don't really have a life purpose or anything that's serious. I mean, I have things I like to do. I like to hang out with friends. You know, you have that kind of energy. And I think you're someone who doesn't really want or care about a relationship. Yeah, you might have moments where you're like, yeah, that looks nice. But mainly you're like, I don't really care. I just was never one of those girls that was like overly obsessed with a relationship. That's the energy you're giving me. Like I'm feeling it all over. It's kind of nice. It's like very healing for me. You guys might wear sweatpants a lot, or you like to put effort in your looks sometimes, but it's never too fussy or, you know, like sometimes you'll feel hot in your jeans. I'm getting an image of someone who like, you have like long hair and you flip it and you're like, yeah, I look cute in these jeans and like your butt's out and you're like, yeah, feeling yourself. But most of the time you're not like overly preoccupied with looking like an Instagram model. And if this doesn't sound like you, then this reading might not be for you. Sometimes that happens. That's why I like to generate a reading between 1 to 4. And if I get 4, I know this reading isn't for me because there's only 3 piles. So sometimes that does happen. You can go to another reading on my page or join my Patreon. But it feels like you are just someone that kind of is naturally pretty. Like you're not doing a full beat. Like I'm clearly decked out in makeup. But you might have like brows and eyes done, but you're not really in makeup. And if you're a guy, I might be describing your girlfriend. If you're like, girl, like I'm a guy, what are you talking? And I'm into women, then I might be describing your next girlfriend, dude. So just switch it, like re-listen and switch it. But it kind of feels like you are like, I don't like to try hard on my appearance because I'm lazy. And like, yeah, I like see Instagram people. I'm like, wow, that looks cool. Cause you're not judgmental, but you're just like, no, like whatever, you know, getting white Adidas, white tennis shoes. And I'm getting, you guys are gonna not really be looking for a relationship or pining or caring, right? And then unexpectedly you stumble stumble into a relationship, because I am getting this unexpected card. And this card comes up when it's like you're not expecting a relationship, you're not looking for a relationship. In fact, some of you guys might be a little scared because you're comfortable doing what you're doing. It's almost like a unexpected, like, oh, he really likes me. Oh, I really like him. And then like this is going really fast into a relationship, and it's just been so long that I've been single that this change is actually kind of scary, and it's like jolting me out of like my comfortable routine. And it's like you are kind of surprised at how fast this came out or how fast you guys clicked. And it's you're just not used to it because you're so in your routine of how things have been. It's kind of like scary because you weren't expecting it. And you've been at peace for so long doing a certain thing, and now everything in your life is changing. Everything in your life, and you're like, oh my gosh. And I do get the sense where you do meet them through an online dating platform. I know the old heads on YouTube will tell you to go out to a bar or restaurant to meet someone, and where that's good advice, I think you actually have to work there to meet someone, because the way people are antisocial nowadays because of social media, they take longer to open up. So I would suggest working there where you have to be there consistently. But just going there, okay, whatever. But most 60% of couples, the fact is 60% of couples nowadays in 2025, they meet online. Okay? And so I feel like there is this energy of you guys meeting on an online platform. I do feel like that. And I'm getting this energy. Who knows Destiny Tarot on TikTok? He probably doesn't know who my channel is. But the way he talks, it's like I'm like catching myself like, oh, like I hear the impersonation, like the joke impersonation about the tarot readers. Like, and I'm really getting, give me a break. Anyway, ADD, back on topic. I feel like your friends, your family members are going to urge you, like, why don't you just try an online dating site? Why don't you just try going on dates online? Or you're going to be like, oh, yeah, like, I guess I'll take pictures for this stupid dating site. I guess I'll put myself out there. But it takes a lot of convincing on, like, your friend's part, your family part, and even convincing yourself. And you're just like, this is a lot of work, but you're going to give it another shot, you know? And I feel like it's gonna unexpected, like, oh, I found someone right away I really like, and they like me. We're meeting up. Now I'm going to their house for things. It's gonna be really like unexpected, quick change of things for you. And the irony about this person is I feel they are someone who would normally give, I'm hearing fast cars, motorcycles, DJ. They have a day job where they work, but they also have a night job. Or, sorry, the message doesn't feel right. It's like this person is constantly busy achieving in their life. They have a wound around resting. Resting doesn't exist for them. They are always working because they feel like crap about themselves if they're not always working. So you might notice they work 12-hour plus shifts. Or they're always doing something. They never sit down. They're always at the gym. They're always, at a show or DJing, or they're riding bikes, or they're fixing things or whatever. But then during the day, they're workaholic. They don't really ever go on relax mode because they have a wound around that. So you'll notice like, wow, you're really productive. You're always doing something, blah, blah, blah. And I think this person will give red flags. Like most people would look at this person and think, oh, this person is a player. They live that kind of lifestyle. But it's only because of the things that they like to do. I'm feeling my energy retract. So maybe I am getting heavily about DJ sets. So maybe they go to raves or they DJ. They go to raves or they DJ or they go to clubs. I feel that about this person. They might have like a club aesthetic. I heard that. They're always at the gym, because one thing that's really standing out to me is the muscles. So they might be really muscular, really toned. They're always at the gym, or they do competitive sports. Their body's very fit. Year of the Snake, Life Path 7, if you guys get like birthdays. And a workaholic. That's what I feel. And I think it's going to, I think it's going to surprise both of you that you end up in a monogamous relationship, because you don't really care about relationships. You're laid back, and they're kind of always active. So they don't really care about a relationship either, because they're constantly meeting new people. They're constantly busy. Neither of you are codependent. You know, they're very independent. They're not looking for a relationship. You're independent. You're not looking for a relationship. And then unexpectedly, you guys fall in love and you get together and you're like, oh my gosh, what do two independent people do that fall in love and want to be together? It's going to be that kind of thing. And also, yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Was that only a 5-minute reading? Dude, oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess it is what it is. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you later.